Hi friends. As you may know, as you may have realised, I'm an extremely lazy cook. So I tend not to eat anything until I'm starving. So that means when I do eat something, it has to be quick. So this is another super quick thing to make, and I first had this in America. Specifically in the Jefferson Hotel in Washington DC. Yeah, so French toast. I was with a family friend who was a fairly illustrious American senator, retired, and we were at breakfast and he ordered French toast, and I'd never heard of French toast, and I tried it and it was fantastic, and it's very easy. And it combines protein, egg, and carbohydrate in the form of the bread. It's very filling. How healthy it is, I don't think you can have it every day because you fry it in butter, or you fry it in, I don't know. I guess if you fried it in olive oil, it would be more reasonable health-wise. I don't know. Although there are two schools of thought now on whether saturated animal fats are bad for you. But I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. So what you do here, I use 3 eggs. The other nice thing is you can do. Scratch my nose. The other nice thing is that you can do. You don't need to measure anything. You don't need to take out the scales. You don't need to make a lot of mess. So I put 3 eggs in here just because it made sense. And you just want to swirl them around until the egg white is completely dissolved, completely combined with the yolk. And then, so I've got some that I've done here. And then you can use butter or you can use oil. Put a little bit of butter. I made one just before I started this video. And I think I must have had the pan too hot because it started smelling funny. Yeah, I think the pan's probably too hot because it's too frisky. So, the bread. The only annoying thing about making French toast is when you get it from the egg bowl to the pan, you need to soak the bread like this. So the annoying thing is it tends to go everywhere. I usually used to do it with tongs, but I guess I'm just going to do it by hand. And then you just sort of soak it and then put it in the pan. So in the egg mix I put a little bit of salt. I didn't measure it. If you have salt in your butter, you have to be careful probably not to over salt the egg mixture. You can either leave the bread on for 3 minutes on either side, but in practice, depending how hot the pan is, depending on what pan you're using, depending on the general size of your fire, it might be less or more than 3 minutes. So you can just have a look. Wash my hands. So you can just have a look and see how brown it is or not. Not brown. So if you're afraid of the butter burning like mine did the first time, you can put a little bit of oil in it, and apparently that makes it harder for the butter to burn. So in order not to waste your time, I'll just do one side and show you it browned, and then I'll stop the video. You could put into the egg mixture chili peppers, probably nothing very big. You could put, I suppose you could slice onions and put them in there and then press them down. But then the onions will kind of, I guess, brown. It may change the flavour. It's not as versatile as an omelette in which you can put anything, I guess. So look. There's some recipes add milk. I have never tried to add milk. I think supposedly the milk makes it more creamy. I don't know. I'm addicted to chili, so if I had any chili powder, I'd put it on here. I have this peri peri sauce, but I guess you could put that on, or you could put thicker sauces on afterwards. Ooh, now it's burning again. Okay, so just to show you one side, I hope the camera can see this, something like that. Ah! Then you flip it over. Some people put sugar on the other side, a little sprinkling, to make it brown easier. So have a go, and excuse the smoke.